Yogesh, welcome. First of all, thank you for talking to Upciclo. I'm Shazia and I'm the founder of Upciclo.com, and we are connected in the capacity of seller and platform. So today I just wanted to spend a few minutes talking to you a little bit about your journey. I'm sure there is a huge amount of discussion we can do, but just to touch upon the key things. First of all, would you kindly tell us a little bit about yourself in a very short and a crisp manner, for our audience?
Yeah, first of all, thank you, Shazia, and the team Upciclo for this wonderful platform for the new startup and entrepreneurs like us in this sustainability space. So, my name is Yogesh Shinde. I'm a first generation entrepreneur or startup from Pune. We started in 2016, precisely 15th August 2016, because we believe like India need one more freedom from freedom movement to reduce plastic, and that is the reason we come up with this idea like bamboo for plastic. And yeah, so this is the journey all about. Prior to this business, I was with IT. I was a country manager, or you can say I stayed around more than 5 years in Germany and Europe region in my entire 14 years IT career. But to do something for country, to do something for farmers and this sustainability space, I took 1 year break. I came back to India and I explored this idea. Now I'm very much happy here. I don't want to go back in the corporate culture.
Wonderful. Same here.
Yeah.
I think I echo totally. So, what was your eureka moment, or what is that led to this particular venture primarily, which is in the sustainability space, knowing that that is not the mainstream business currently?
Actually, there are so many incidents happens which took me or giving me the pointers to start something different. Basically, one idea is for sure I just want to work with the farmers. That is the first agenda.
Right.
Because whenever I was in Germany or on those out of India area, we are very patriotic when we are going abroad. Okay, and so there are lots of discussion happens over the coffee or the desk. But that time I was having, you can say, no data or very wrong data with us. So we always say government should do this like this or farmers should do like this. But I think we got so much exposure in very early age. So I think it is our duty to contribute something to the downstream as well. So that was one of the main reason, and the plastic pollution is continuously going on. We can witness all those things, especially our generation and our earlier few generation. They created a lot of mess because of excess use of plastic.
True.
I always say that plastic is a very wonderful material to work with, but it is like a sugar. If you take within a limit, then it is good for your body. But if you go more than that, then you will get diabetic. So right now the world is diabetic and the remedy is bamboo.
Well said, well said. So you are one of those examples of saying that I practice what I preach, and that is so great to hear, Yogesh. Kudos for that, really. So as an entrepreneur, right, I'm in a very early stage, right, and I still know, and I probably keep thinking, oh, I should have done this like that, I should have done it. So what is that you think that after years of your journey, you think what is that one thing you would have done better than what you are doing, and probably you're practicing it now?
I think I should start this much earlier. I think I should have done this.
Okay.
Because 14 years spending in IT career, so definitely to all the people who are listening this, everyone wants to start their own business as soon as possible. But I think we should work with someone first to get an exposure. What is business? What is the ecosystem? What are the procedures? process, SOPs. If you learn them, then automatically it will be helpful to run your own business very smoothly. You don't need to reinvent the wheel again and again. And that was the area I really feel like we need to focus on.
Yeah.
As far as my experience, as we are also very new. We are just 4 years old in this entrepreneurship or business segment. Because I'm from the teachers family. Everyone in my home belongs to teachers, a teacher and a professor, teaching field. So, how to do business, what is tally, all those things, it is very difficult. Or initially, we made lots of mistakes. We paid a huge penalties, like not submitting GST on time, or but that is learning. So I think before entering into this business, we should know all those areas where we can at least close the gap, so that your entire ecosystem or your supply chain would be in a good shape. Else, sometimes it gives a very negative message to your downstreams, like suppliers or the vendors or employees. So, being a financial discipline or the process discipline is very, very important in this business.
I hear you, and I cannot, agree more. I think I'm in the same boat as probably you were a few years back. So, yes, you're absolutely right that SOPs need to be in place, and we need to know what you're doing. And if you are repeating what you're doing, then it should be more like that you have a process set, right? Okay, so what is that one thing that comes to your mind as a very good and a favorable memory, of this whole journey of, 4 years? And I'm sure, there's many, many more to come. But what is that is there on top of your head to share with the people?
Yeah, actually, this is very, very important. Like the entire journey is very interesting. The daily we are doing something great. We are experiencing lots of things. Like Mr. Meeting Ratan Tata ji, it's one of the best moments. Meeting Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, and is one of the good moment. But I would really like to mention one a story or an incident here. When we visit lots of corporate companies and put our stall after selling our products, so those people, the IT professional or those corporate guys, they always come, oh, brush, 80 rupees brush, 100 rupees brush, it's so expensive.
Yeah.
And they only just come and visit, inquire and go away. But when we do anything, stall in schools, so we really feel very good to see the response. So in this way, lots of students, they inquire. So one of our school, we placed the price of a brush 49 rupees, and I took around 100 points just to give 1 rupees back. But after sometimes we are running out of 1 rupee, and one student, I guess he is on 5th or 6th standard, he came and he took one brush, and I was not having 1 rupees. So I said, okay, just come after 10 minutes, so I will get from somewhere else. He came after 10 minutes and he said, no, I read about your work. You are working with the farmers. So keep this money for the farmers and you give to them. So that was a very good gesture. So this new generation, I think they are more sensible, more sensitive towards environment, and we are into good hands in future for sure. So those incidents, especially visiting schools, giving them, talking with them, even college students, lots of students comes to us for the new product development or project work. So their thinking is completely different, and those are teaching us more than what we know. So that is what I realized.
So nice. I think I have one word for this generation, which is they are sorted. I think we had to be told by our parents to do what to do, and then we will evaluate it or talk to different people, calibrate it. But these kids, I think they are far more sorted. They know what they want, and I think they aim to it very well. They're very straightforward about telling. So wonderful. My next question. everyone has a favorite word, right, that they always use, because that's where the pillar of life, or I would say the pillar of their ethical journey is. What is that one word that always you resonate with always?
So I think trust is one of the main, the pillar of all the words, or everything comes to trust. So trust, when we collect bamboo from the farmers and promise them to give them money, so they trust us. Way. So similarly, when we make the products with the help of our employees, we trust them to follow all the procedures. And when we sell this product, and when customer trust us, okay, it's come from the ethical source, in a good practice, there is hygiene is followed. So I think if there is a trust, then things will be more easy.
Wonderful.
You can't think beyond that. So the trust, I think, is the very important for me.
Yeah, and I think not just in business or in your work ethics. I think in personal, anywhere, I think trust is the key. So well said. I don't know if you've heard of ecofeminism a lot, but this is a term which was coined somewhere in late 1970s, which talks about saying that if you have to uplift environment, you have to uplift women as well, because oppression of both is leading to disaster. So do you have any views you want to share with us about ecofeminism?
Exactly. I think it is very strange data to share here. Since I keep analyzing the data, the customer data, and we found more than 72% of all the customers are female. Even most of the corporate houses whose corporate communication channel, if they are leading in a lady, then it will be easy for us to communicate, and they understand the feeling of this product, because this is not a product, it's a concept, honestly speaking. And so that's why we always say एक औरत ही औरत का दर्द समझ सकती है, तो पृथ्वी हमारी माँ है, तो माँ का दर्द एक औरत ही समझ सकती है. So it is something like this. I always think they are more sincere and care towards sustainability and the nature. If you see most of the sustainability business, even I work with Green Tea India. They are run by two beautiful ladies, Sana Sheikh and Sipra. Then Shikha Shah, she is from Varanasi. Even Scrap owner, so Scrap, there is an organization in Mumbai. They work with the zero waste management. Even the Meta Banerjee ma'am from Pune, she is working with the plastic-free world. So all those are leading by the ladies, and they are doing a fantastic job. So that is very strange. If you see all the sustainability, more than 50% stakeholder, even customer entrepreneurs, they are run by and lead by the ladies. And I'm sitting one of the Upciclo entrepreneurs who is also very keen, and I know we did lots of mistakes during the order, but yeah, it is a very good experience with working with us. And in our Bamboo India, more than 75% staff is female. Only machine part, which is very critical, which is need more power, which more you can say attention. So those are only we always keep, because it runs in a various shifts, and we are not allowing the second shift or third shift for the ladies. That is the reason that is only for the male at this moment. But most of our staff is the ladies, and we really are proud of them.
Wonderful. Yogesh, it gives me much more, I would say, strength, and it just instills the belief that, if you really want to do something, you can do it. That can-do attitude, must come in all of us, whether it is man, woman. I think for me, it doesn't matter. In the end, you should be good for the job. You should know what you're doing, and you should be ethical about it. As you said, the trust has to be there. And yeah, you're absolutely right that women are sort of holding the baton in terms of and which is why we wanted to bring you, because having 75%, I would say it's gender equality towards the women. I would say it's more of a gender inequality now towards men in your organization. So in a way it's great, because as you said, they are a lot more sensitive, and I think this space needs that sensitive acumen more than just doing the business acumen, right? That anyways comes by design. So wonderful thoughts, Yogesh. A lot of times you would have seen that such organizations that work with farmers, etc., are in the space of NGO, right? Or they are set up as NGO where they connect with. Do you think that being an NGO is the way to go to make a social impact?
Absolutely not. Because I think we should be engage them, the farmers, into the mainstream, and the only mainstream they will come when there is a money. Whenever we participate in any event, people used to ask us, "Are you from NGO? Are you for government body?" Because if they see bamboo anywhere, according to them, it is the government job. Right, but it is not like that. We are getting a very decent profit. We are doing a very decent business. We are giving almost 60% back to the farmers, because these bamboos are grown by the farmers, right? So that is the beauty of this business. I don't think NGO, only NGO is required. NGO is really required where there is some it's a very remote place or something we need to do with the governments, and they can do the bridge in between. But finally, the finance is the major part, the business is the major part. Once the farmers are getting money, and once the supply chain is established, no need to do anything. Because in Marathi there is a phrase, अगर वेल में वाटर है तो ये आपके पास आएगा, ऊपर खींचोगे तो अगर बिजनेस के पास पैसा है तो दे विल गेट बैक टू द बिजनेस, और वो साइकिल चलती रहेगी. So similarly, मेरे ख्याल से we need to have lots of entrepreneurs, especially the young entrepreneurs who really have a good exposure, good engineering practice. People should come to this space so that they can directly work with the farmers, they directly work with the ground workers, so that it will be direct benefit to them. So we don't need any kind of subsidy. Only those guys only need an opportunity. So once they got the opportunity, they will rock the world for sure.
Great. And I firmly believe, Yogesh, is that if you want to have a cash flow positive, business, it doesn't matter, what sector really. I think, as you rightly said, we need the right people to come in. We need technology. We should be sort of, disrupting this space and not really depending on certain businesses, to fund us to run and help eventually the farmers that you're helping. So yeah, from my perspective, I think that sustainable business is the key to sustainability if you are, running it more like an organization. So since you meet a lot of people, I'm sure that you would have also heard a lot of myth about sustainability. Some of the things that, you want to debunk in terms of, what it is not, and how do people take it and perceive it.
Earlier, I thought this sustainability is like a fad. It's like a show of business to put on Instagram or Facebook. But then I realized, even if they are doing, it is good for us. And like this, things will reach to much more people. Because the area which we are working right now, we need a more visibility, we need more word of mouth, and that is the way forward. Because last week, I just want to give you an incident. Last week we had a very long meeting with one of the modern trade supermarkets in India. I don't want to name them, but when I tell them, okay, we are doing this bamboo toothbrush in India, we are the only company having this kind of product. But they keep on telling, he was telling me, like, he never heard this kind of product earlier. He said, I never heard about your brand. I said, okay, forget my brand. But if you feel that this product is important,
Sure.
he said, no, no, we don't have. First, you need to go to the market. You need to make the awareness, and when the people push us, means then they will start keeping this product. Because right now, yeah, every business wants to come to the supermarket.
Yeah.
Every NGO want to come to the supermarket, and it is very difficult for them to entertain everyone. But I said, you don't have these products in your shelf at all. At least if you start keeping them, because most of the people in the urban market visiting supermarket, um, uh, super shop very frequently, at least they will get to know this kind of product available. To buy or not is their choice, but at least a month or one quarter, if you keep this product, at least there will be some awareness. Because as a startup, we don't have that much budget to spread the awareness, and online is only 5% of the normal trade. So I think if you give us opportunity to keep the product, at least more 10% people will aware, and then it will be a push from the market. But it is just like, okay, अगर बंदा है उसको जॉब नहीं है तो एक्सपीरियंस कहाँ से आएगा, और एक्सपीरियंस नहीं तो जॉब भी नहीं मिलेगा. It's like a bottleneck. So
Absolutely. Absolutely, yeah. So I think, I mean, yeah, you're talking so practically. You know, I just can relate to pretty much, you know, everything that you're saying. My next thing, we are only remaining with two more. So everyone has or wants to be known as something, right? They want to create a mark in the environment or in the, you know, clan that they're working in. How would you want to be known as, you know, as an individual which is leading, you know, this firm for Upciclo community or everyone else?
Actually, when I came to this sustainable business, so I was an agile coach. So I was working with IT company. So I was one of the agile coach in the Barclays Bank in London. So people used to call me Agile Man that time. Okay, and when I came here now, people call me in various names like Bamboo King of India or Bamboo Man.
Okay.
So there are lots of videos are circulating on that. But at the end of the day, I really want to be myself. Remember, as if in time in future, if there will be any history written, so I will be one of the contributor, not a viewer.
Yeah.
So people should, okay, this man at least try something. If success, unsuccess is success or learning is a phase, but at least people should know me, or my next generation will say, okay, this man at least tried something. He is not give up, or he is not just a viewer. So that is the only thing I just want to remember. But yes, karma in our hand, so we are doing that.
Wonderful, wonderful. No, you're right. I think all of us, you know, think that we should be able to make some mark. If not, you know, we don't want to be the top of the pyramid, but we have to be somewhere in it, who helped make the pyramid. You know, that's the whole objective, and that contribution should be a value.
Like when we started this mission, so I just kept, okay, we want to save 1 lakh kilogram of plastic waste.
Right.
So that was my first short-term goal when we started, because whenever we sell a single brush, we just compare the weight of the plastic of the same product, and we just calculate, okay, today we save 5 kilo, we save 10 kilo. So that time I was thinking, let's make it, at least in my lifetime, if I reduce 1 lakh kilogram plastic waste, it would be great for me. At least I did something. But that target we completed just 18 months. And after that, it was just like the sale was booming, and then one of the MNC, the biggest MNC in the world for the plastic toothbrush manufacturing, they approached us. We started manufacturing for them, and now collectively in last four and a half years, we saved more than 14 lakhs kilogram of plastic waste coming to the market. So that was the best feeling I have. No matter in next 5 years, my company, the valuation will be 100 crore or 50 crore. but that the experience for the 0 kg save to 14 lakhs kilo save, plastic waste to be saved. So that is the best part in my the entire life, and my entire team is very very delighted. So we always keep flashing those numbers on our website, plus in our every monthly meeting. So all the people who was contributing this, they feel good, like okay, at least we did something. So that is more important.
Whooping number, I would say. It's 14 lakh. How much is it? 14 lakh kilogram.
Lakh kilogram plastic waste. Yeah.
I don't know how big a warehouse you need to keep such stuff because it's a huge saving. Imagine there's like a mini landfill that you would have already saved by now. Because I don't know how many plastic toothbrushes out of that would have been actually recycled as well, or disposed of properly to be able to be recycled. So wonderful. I would say hats off to your team that is working endlessly towards it. And I'm sure, you'll make multiple, I would say 100, 200 crores, doesn't matter. I think you have already kind of made your mark. It's just a way from here to there, for you now. So all the best to you and your team.
Yes.
So on a personal note, I know as an entrepreneur or even when I was in corporate, I would read a lot, So, and I've heard that entrepreneurs on an average read like 6 books or something like that in a month, if my number is right. What is that you are reading, or is there any series that you're watching, and is there any takeaway from there that you'd like to share with the viewers?
So the exporting our product, right?
It's about the book that you're reading, or are you, are you impressed by anything that you've read lately?
Yeah, okay. I always, reading books is concerned. All my books which I read so far is only autobiography. Okay. I never read any fiction or something, because I'm from the arts background. I'm an English literature student in my college. I completed my BA in English from Pune University. So the Shakespeare I read a lot in my college time, but right now I only target all those autobiographies. It got very less time, but yeah, the recent book which I read about Dr. Vishwas Nagare Patil. He is a IPS officer in Mumbai right now. So his book is Man Mein Hai Vishwas. It's really inspirational book for me. So like this, I read a lot of the books on Shivaji, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, Abdul Kalam's Agnipank everyone is aware, like Sachin Tendulkar's book. So all those kind of autobiographical books, I really want to, I read a lot, so that at least I can see how as a person they evolved. So that is because what I am today, I might not be tomorrow, because there will be some change because of the environment, because of all the people who I am associated with, the nature of business, everything. So I think so it is very good to get the inspire from those people who really have gone through that particular phase. Even Dr. Prakash Amte, he is a very well-known Marathi social worker. So his autobiography is also very, very inspiring. So those kind of books I really want to go through. But honestly, it is not that get time. But this is not an excuse. But yeah, I try to be as much as touch in the books.
So my coach once said this to me, and I have tried to practice it as much as I can. You need to take time out, put it in your calendar or do something, right? But that is the only thing that you can give to your mind, other than the stress and the worries and all the daily challenges that you get. So I also make it a point that I read something or the other, because that is just giving you another perspective of thinking, not just what you're doing on a daily basis, you're thinking something else. So great to know you, Yogesh. Somebody from arts going to IT, being an agile coach, and now being the Bamboo Man of India. I think it's a wonderful journey. It is something that all of us can learn from, and I bet that you will also say that if you can do it, anyone else can do it, right? Which is what Upciclo thinks about in the same manner, that if a person like me, who has also worked in corporate, lived abroad, worked and seen different places. I think if I can aspire to be, trying to live a zero waste or trying to live a sustainable living, it's the effort that matters. You don't have to be perfect with it. You just have to try. And even if you're like 30%, as you said, 14 lakh kilograms saved, that is probably just a little number, right? In compared to the amount of pollution we have in the ocean today or in the world. But having said this, you have made that save, which is a great win, right? And that is something that you should be really, really proud of. So thank you so much for talking to us. And, you are already growing. We hope we grow together with you as a community, as Upciclo. And our objective is very clear that we want to make sustainable living a common household name and not something that people might think it's very uber, it's chic, and so only some people need to think about it, or it is too expensive. So this is something that we are trying to bring about that change. So thank you again, and giving time on a Sunday, which is also incredibly probably it's your family time and I'm eating up to it. So I will stop it here, and if there's anything else you want to ask me, and then I'm happy to, or we can close it right away.
No, I just want to say you guys really doing a good job. So making a product is one thing, but to make this available for the common man, it's more challenging and difficult. So that part is your team is doing to create awareness, to make these products available for the people, marketing those products. So in this way, as you said, it's a collaboration. So bamboo teaches us a lot of things. So first, it teaches us patience. So to have a patience, that is one important. And then second one is the taller you grow, the more you grow. So that is the second thing. And bamboo never, if you see, bamboo never grow alone.
Yeah.
It's grow in a cluster. So we are in a cluster right now. So everyone is having their own job. So that is the reason that we are together right now.
True.
So that at least I can do my part as a manufacturer.
Yeah.
The product innovation and design, and it's your team's work to make these products available for the people. And so that is the way it should be. So I wish you all the best for your journey, and you really did a good job, because I know to leave the current job and start something else which is not anyone knows, it is very challenging. We need a lot of support. We are fortunate that Bamboo India received a lot of good support from the people like you and all our customers. So the same I wish for you as well, and we keep in contact in future as well.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for time.
Thank you Yogesh ji, and have a rest of the great Sunday with your family and have fun. And I'm going to sign off. Thank you so much again, and happy Women's Day to you and to all your 75% workforce. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye bye. Cheers.